24/7. We are in a Sankalpa series for ABM, and today we will be solving the numericals as well as some important objective questions also. Basically, chapter 1 and chapter 3 also. It's not only chapter 1, it's for chapter 1 and 3 combined. Okay. So, in this Sankalpa series, remember, we are covering all the important theory, numericals, objective questions, and case studies as well. So, that's why follow this series till the end. Okay. So let me start. Okay. Let's start with the first objective question. The type of cumulative frequency where the frequencies are added starting from the highest class to the lowest class are called as. Now look at this. Cumulative frequency starting from the highest to the lowest. Now what do you mean by this? Firstly, what is cumulative frequency? Cumulative, what is the word of meaning of this word cumulative? Suppose if I write it like this, let's say 10, then 20, 20, then here 30, 40, and I go on writing. And now what is the cumulative figure? Cumulative means addition of all these before this number. So suppose add accumulation of 10 is 10 only. Cumulation of 20 over here is this 20 plus 10, 30. Cumulation of this is 30 plus 30, 60. 60 plus 40, 100. So cumulative means addition of all these numbers before. So this is cumulative. Now what do you mean by this? The question over here is when the frequencies are added from the highest class to the lowest class. Highest to the lowest means what? Suppose if I am having the, what do you mean by the class? Word class actually. The class means over here, let's say, if I divide, if I am having, let's say these numbers only, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now what will I do? I'll divide this number in classes. For example, 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, something like this, 20 to 30, and so on. I go on arranging this. So this is known as a class. Each one is a class, and this difference is known as a class width. Remember this. This is class width. Okay. Class width, and this difference, this is a class and this is known as a class width. Okay. Now what is the question? Where the frequencies are added starting from highest class to lowest class. So what will I do? When I arrange this, I'll be arranging it accordingly here. Suppose we take only these three classes up till now. Okay. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So if I want highest to lowest, how will I arrange them? I'll arrange them in this way. 20 to 30 first. Then 10 to 20 next. Here highest to lowest I'm going. 0 to 10 next. Okay. This is the way I'm going. So I'm going to on the lower side. So this is known as what? Relative frequency, percentage frequency, less than or greater than cumulative frequency. What is the answer? Everyone type in the comment section. It is, here logically I'll tell you. Answer is between this C and D only. Less than and greater than. So it is greater than. Correct. It is greater than cumulative frequency. Got it? Greater than means whenever I am starting from the highest and going to the lowest. See, this is the highest and going to the lowest. If I am taking the reverse route means lowest to highest, then it is known as less than. Clear? Simple? Okay, move ahead. Type yes in the comment section, everyone. Type yes. Okay. The following table gives less than type frequency distribution of the income per day. Okay. Now what have you to do? Is this less than? I think so. Less than type. It should be greater than type. Okay. Okay. It should be greater than, because it is starting from the highest 1500 and it is going to the lowest. Okay. So greater than type. GT I'll write it. Okay. The following table gives the GT type frequency of the income per day. What is the income mode? Now the question is different. Let it be less than or greater than. It doesn't matter. It hardly matters. Question over here is what is the mode? Mode means what? Firstly, understand what is the meaning of mode. Mode means here, this is known as frequency. Frequency. How many persons are having income of 1500? How many persons are having income of 1250? And so on. Okay. What is the mode? Mode means that number which occurs maximum number of times. Maximum number of times. This is known as a mode. There are three words you'll face again and again. One is mean, mode, and median. Okay, these are the three words you'll face many times. Mean, mode, median. Okay. So what is this mean, mode, median? See, mode, just now I told you, number of times, maximum number of times. Okay. Mean means what? Mean is average. Average. Okay. And mode is what? Median means what? Median means what? I'll arrange these numbers in the serial order, either ascending or descending. Arrange them. There are two steps to median. First is arrange them in serial order. Okay. And then find the central number. Find central number. Find central number. Okay. So this is known as median. So these three important terms are there in statistics. I gave you this because why? Because here the point over here is this question is only on mode. But you guys must understand, if the exam question is on mean, mode or median, anything, you must be able to answer it. Okay. So got it everyone? Mean is average, mode is max, and median is arrange the numbers first and then find a central number. There are various methods to this that I'll explain it in some other video, but the logical part is this. So now tell me, what is the mode in this? Which one is the mode in this? Everyone, which one is the mode in this? Which one is coming maximum number of times? This is the frequency. Which one has a maximum frequency is a mode. So which is having maximum frequency? 100. So which income class is having this modal class? So this is 1500. So this is your answer. In exam, tick on that wherever 1500 is given. Clear, simple? Got it? Shall we move ahead? See, here many questions of this sort are covered in our paid classes. In fact, paid classes, you take the review. All of them are most happy, because the complete portion is covered over there. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. Okay. Everyone join, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates on JIB and CAIIB, number one. Number two, now second thing, you will be getting the free YouTube series. How to join this? I'll tell you later. Free YouTube series on all the subjects. Okay. So subscribe to it. Click on the bell icon. Okay. The data of some workers' salary are given as this, whatever this is, 2300, 2400, 2500. You can read this data. If the desired number of class intervals is 10, then the class width is. Now, how to find out the class width? Firstly, remember what is the class width? Class width means, suppose if I divide these numbers in let's say any, suppose, okay, let me give you, I gave you some example earlier, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, same one. See this one, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, same thing. So same class width you have to find it over here. How to find out the class width? So here, remember the formula for class width is, I'll write CW. Class width equals to range upon number required, number of intervals. Okay, range upon number of intervals. Range upon number of intervals. Okay, so number of intervals is what? This you know already, 10. But what is the range? How to find out the range? Range equals to, remember, always remember, range equals to maximum number minus minimum number. Maximum minus minimum. What is maximum number over here? 2300, 2400, 2500, 21, 2000, 2000, 23, 28, 3000, 23, 27, 24, 25. 3000 is the maximum number, isn't it? So 3000. What is the minimum number then? Give me, everyone. Type in the comment section. Which is the minimum number now? Comment section, everyone. Minimum number is 2000, correct? This is the lowest number. So 2000 over here. So range is what? 2000 minus 3000 minus 2000. So 1000. So what is my class width now? So class width equals to 1000 upon 10. So that is equal to 100. So this is my answer. Class width is 100. Okay. What do you mean by class width? What is the meaning of this word? This 100 you have got. It means what? What have you got? It means when I start arranging these numbers, I'll be arranging them like this: 2000 to 2100. Lowest number, and then go on adding 100. Then 2100 to 2200. And so on. Okay. Up to what? Last number, 3000. Okay. That last, it will be what? 2900 to 3000. This will be my last class, right? So this is the meaning of this width. Width means, now you check the difference between each one. 22 minus 2100. 3000 minus 2900. 21 minus 2100. Okay. So width will always remain the same. So this is 100. Okay. The class intervals where upper and the lower limits are also included in the class interval are called as, here, upper and the lower limits are also included. Now what do you mean by this? Upper and the lower limits are included. Okay, let me give you the logic over here. Suppose there are these numbers, okay? How? Let me start. 11, 12, 18, 19, then what? Let's say 23, 27. Let's say these numbers, 29. Okay. Now I have to arrange them in classes. I have to arrange these numbers in classes. So how will I arrange them? See, let me start with simple one. Now I can arrange it this way also. 10 to 14. And there I'll write both inclusive. 10 also included and 14 also included. Okay. Let's say, let me add one number over here. That is, let's say 14. Okay. 14 over here. Okay. So this is 10 to 14. Then next one is 15 to 19. Both are included. 15 to 19. Next one is 20 to 24. Now this class where both are included, upper limit also and lower limit also. This class is known as what? This is your question. Now we'll say if this is included, what is the other one? The other one is exclusive. Here what happens? Take 0.5 on this side, 0.5 on this side. So it will be 9.5 to 14.5. Look at this, 14.5. 0.5 on the other side, 0.5 on the first side, right? Similarly over here, this 14.5, 0.5 on the other side, okay, to 19.5. And next again 19.5 and so on, right? So what are you seeing over here? In inclusive type, the lower limit of the next class and the upper limit of the first class are different. 14 and 15, they are different. So this is known as inclusive type. Inclusive. And in exclusive type, both are same. Look at this. Both are same over here. So where the upper and the lower limits are also the part of the class interval. Suppose if I get 14 number, this 14 number I'll arrange it in this class, not in this 15. 19 number I'll arrange it in this class. Okay. Remaining are easy for you. Right. So this is known as inclusive type. Got it, everyone? Clear? Move on. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Download it immediately. And don't just download, because we are having many apps in a mobile. Right? I always tell you, we are having so many apps. How many apps do you have in your mobile? Everyone? Do you even know the number? How many apps do you have? And how many of them you use it? Hardly 3, 4, 5. Not more than 5 apps anyone uses in the mobile. So this shouldn't be the next app. Just downloaded and kept. Start using it. Because it is for your benefit. Okay. You'll be getting many features over here in this app. Free tests are available. Free these questions are available. Okay. Ebooks are available. Some free videos are available. So you can definitely check that. Okay. And also join the paid classes in this. In the app only, you join the paid classes, you are getting 1% extra. I'll tell you. The following table gives the distribution of 100 families according to the expenditures. Find a modal class. Modal. We want a mode over here. So this is the expenditure 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. And this is number of families. So which is the frequency over here? Tell me, which is the frequency? Number of families means how many families are having the income between 0 to 14. So this becomes the frequency. Always you must be able to identify the frequency first. If you understand F, then it becomes easier. This is called as F, frequency. So always it depends on frequency, which is the mode or which is the median or whatever it is. Okay, mainly mode. So mode means what? Which is having maximum number of times which is occurring. So who is occurring maximum number of times? 27. So which is the modal class? This is my modal class, right? So this is my modal class. Got it? Simple. Modal class, remember, it's always the maximum number of times which is occurring. Okay, and this other part is known as X. We always call this as X. This is a class. We find a class mark out of this. So it will be 5 over here. Central number. Here it will be 15. Right? And this we treat it as X. Then we find out Fx and various formula are there. Fx upon F, all these mean, mode, median we find out. Okay? Got it? Clear? Simple? Move on. The runs scored by a batsman in 5 ODIs are 31, 97, 112, 63 and 19 and 12. Find the mean, median and mode. So what is this? Mean, median and mode. So first let's find out mean. What is mean? Mean means what? Addition. Do the addition everyone. 31 plus 97 plus 112 plus 63 plus 12. Add all them. What is the answer? What is the answer you're getting, guys? Let me also try. First, I want the answer in the comment section from you. What is the answer you're getting? 31 plus 97 plus 112 plus 63 plus 12. So the answer you get is how many? Yes. Comment section. Everyone. 315. Correct. So mean is what? 315 divided by number of elements. How many elements are there? 5. So 315 upon 5. So it is 63. This is my mean. This is my mean. Now mode. Mode means what? Which is coming maximum number of times. Who is coming maximum number of times? 31, 97, 112, 63 and 12. None of them is repeated. If any would have been repeated, let's say there would have been 31, 31, 2 times. Then that would have been the mode. Who's coming maximum number of times. But here none of them is repeated. So, which is the mode then? All are modes. All are modes. Whenever the numbers are not repeated, everyone is a mode then. Okay? Now median. How to find out the median? What did I say about the median? First arrange. Arrange from the lowest to the highest. So arrange them. First is 31. Lowest is what? No, not 31. Lowest is 12. 12. Then 31. Then after that 63. After that 97. And last one is 112. Right? So arranged. Whatever is arranged, find a central number. Which is the central number? 63. So 63 is my mode. 63 is my median. So median equals to 63. Got it, everyone? So got it? How to find out the median? Arrange them in the central order, serial order. Now you'll ask me, sir, this is odd. That's why it's easy. Suppose if there would have been only 4 numbers then 12, 31, 63 and 97. If these numbers were there, only these numbers, then what? In that case, what do? Arrange the same logic. Arrange them in the serial order and take the central numbers, 2 numbers central. Which are these 2? These are the 2 central numbers. Find the average of these, mean of these, mean. So 31 plus 63 upon 2. Give me the answer, everyone. 31 plus 63 upon 2. 31 plus 63 this upon 2. So it is 47. So then the median would have been 47 in that case, if there were 4 numbers. Got it? If it's an odd number, means odd numbers I am having, then the things are simple. Central number is very easy to find out. If it is even number, then I have to find out the central average of the central 2 numbers. Okay? And we are covering important theory as well as important objective questions over here. Today we will be covering sampling techniques and we will be covering mainly the true or false questions, means objective questions. Okay, now I'll be asking you the questions and you will be answering me. Okay, so let's start one by one. When the items included in a sample are based on the judgment of the individual conducting the sample is said to be non-random. Is it true or false? We are talking of this A1 now. A. When the items included in the sample are based on the judgment of the individual conducting the sample is said to be non-random. What do you say, guys? Type in the comment section true or false. I want the answer only in true or false. Individual conducting the sample. Judgment of the individual conducting the sample. So it is. Yes, it is. Correct. The answer is here, individual conducting the sample. This is a type of non-probability sampling. So the answer for this is true. Okay. The answer for this is true, everyone. Okay. One sec. Yeah. So the answer is true over here. Let me mark it over here. True. Okay. Second one. A statistic is a characteristic of a population. Now this is a simple one. You must answer this. A statistic is a characteristic of a population. True or false? What do you say? Statistic is a characteristic of a population. Let me see. Everyone, think over it. What is population? What is sample? Suppose if I find the mean of population, what is it called as? Suppose if I find the mean of a sample, what is it called as? Mean of a sample is called as statistic and mean of a population is called as parameter. So what does it mean? A statistic is a characteristic of not a population, but it's for the sample. So this answer is false. Okay, false over here. Okay, got it, everyone? Answer is false. Next one. See, such questions are asked to you in the exam and you need to be very clear in your mind about it. A sampling plan that selects members from a population at uniform intervals in time order or space is called as stratified sampling. So sampling plan that selects members from a population, so at uniform intervals, this is an important word over here, uniform intervals. So the sampling plan which selects the members at uniform intervals is called a stratified sampling. Is it true? Type fast in the comment section. True or false? What do you think? True or false? True or false? Yes. It is called as true or false? True, false. Yes. Firstly, what are the types of samplings? Probability samplings. There are 4 types of probability samplings. What are those? One is simple random. Yes, type in the comment section. One is simple random. Second one is, yes, everyone. In the comment section, please. Yes. One is simple random. Second is systematic. Correct. Systematic. Second one. Right. Third one, stratified. Correct. And fourth one, cluster. Got it? So here this stratified is the right answer or no? Now all of you have to search it. You might have the answers also. So this is uniform intervals, means it is not stratified sampling. It is called as systematic sampling. So the answer over here is false again. Okay, it is false. Got it, everyone? Yeah. Second, next one. As a general rule, it is not necessary to include a finite population multiplier in computation for for a standard error, the mean when the sampling size is greater than 50. Okay, let me change this. Let me make it when the sampling size is greater than 30. So now give me the answer. As a general rule, it is not necessary to include a finite population multiplier in computation for a standard error of a mean when the sample size is greater than 30. Now tell me the answer. Yes, it should be greater than. True or false? In the comment section, I want the answer from everyone. Is it true or false? Yes, it is. It is true. 30 is the true answer. Okay, 30 is the true answer. This is true. It should be greater than 30. Then the finite population multiplier is not required in that case. Okay, so the minimum sample size is 30 for these cases. Okay, so now before going ahead, everyone, let me tell you, see this. Join our Telegram channel and our YouTube channel using this. Okay, Telegram and YouTube channel, both the channels you should join. Scan this QR code right now over here. Okay, scan this QR code over here. Scan it and you can join our Telegram plus YouTube. Now, why should you join our YouTube and Telegram channel? Why? See, the reason is in these channels you will be getting all the updates, number one, from this IIBF. Okay, so what is the YouTube channel? Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Remember, there are many fake channels also. So that's why this QR code is given. By scanning this QR code, you can directly join the LinkedIn, this Telegram channel of this Officers Adda 24/7. Okay. Similarly, for this YouTube channel, you can join this YouTube channel also using this QR code. Okay. So do it fast. Okay. The probability distribution of the means of all the possible samples is known as sample distribution of the mean. Is this true or false? The probability, this question we are dealing with. The probability distribution of the means of all the possible samples is known as the sample distribution of the mean. Is it true or false, everyone? What is it? True or false? This, see here, what are we talking of? Probability distribution of the means of the samples. So we are focusing on the word samples over here. So whenever we are doing the probability distribution of any mean or mode or median, anything for the samples, it is known as sample distribution, or it's called a sampling distribution. That is the right word actually, sampling. But in exam they might give you sample also. Okay, so this answer is again true. Okay, this answer is again true. Got it? Next one. The principles of simple random sampling are theoretical foundation of the statistical inference. What is this? Principles of simple random sampling. So just now what did I tell you? What are the four types of samplings? One is simple random, second is systematic, third is stratified, and last one is this cluster, right? So which one is the best sampling? Base you can call it. Base of any sampling techniques or base of statistics. Among these four, which one is considered as a base? Everyone? That will answer this question also. The principles of simple random sampling are theoretical foundation of the statistical inference. Suppose if I have to find any inference of any population, so for that I need to do the best method is simple random sampling. So that is true. Again, true. Remember, simple random sampling is the best sampling. Okay, is the best sampling. All the remaining ones like cluster or this systematic or this stratified, these come later, but basic is simple random sampling. Okay, so those who are in the paid class, you might have already know. I have explained you what is the systematic, simple random, stratified. Okay, those are watching on YouTube, kindly join the paid classes, man, immediately, because there we have a lot of time, isn't it? Next one. The standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. See, this we are dealing in. The standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. Is this true or false? Standard error of the mean I am talking of. Okay. So here we are talking of the mean. Standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. So whenever I am talking of the mean over here, standard error means what? Standard error relates to samples. Okay. Remember one simple logic. For population, we always use the word standard deviation. And for this samples, we always use the word standard error. So standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of distribution of the sample means. So standard error will relate to samples. So this is again true. These are all information points for you. In exam, you might get such questions. Okay? True. Next one. The sampling plan that divides the population into well-defined groups from which random samples are drawn is known as cluster sampling. So, is this known as cluster sampling? A sampling plan that divides the population into well-defined groups. Well-defined. Well-defined means they can be defined in any terms. They can be defined in the terms of region. They can be defined in the terms of age. They can be defined in the terms of marks. Okay, or they can be defined like in systematic sampling. They can be defined just by serial order. So the sampling plan that divides the population into well-defined groups from which random samples are drawn is known as cluster sampling. So is it true or false? True or false? Is it true or false over here, everyone? It is true. See this, again true. See here, I'll tell you one point over here. Even if this answer would have been instead of cluster, the answer would have been like this. Let me give you 3-4 options over here. If the answer would have been instead of cluster, it would have been stratified. Then, or systematic. Then also the answer would have been correct. See here, well-defined groups means what? Whatever is it given specifically that what type of well definition? Is it related to regions? Here, I'll give you some hints about this. Cluster will always relate to region. Always relate to region. Stratified will always relate to strata. Means some groups, common things, percentages, 40 to 60%, 60 to 80%. That. Systematic will always relate to line. All of you stand in one line and every 10th person come here. So that is systematic. So these are all well-defined groups. So the answer is true over here. Okay. The standard error of the mean decreases with an increase in the sample size. So as I go on increasing the sample size, will the standard error decrease or will it increase? As I go on increasing the sample size, see, increase in the sample size. So will this standard error decrease or increase? What do you say? True or false? Type fast in the comment section, everyone. Yes. The standard error of the mean decreases with an increase in the sample size. True or false? Let me see. Yes. It is true. That is the basic rule of sampling, right? That is the basic rule of sampling. So the standard error will decrease. What is standard error? Standard error is actually the difference between the population mean and the observed mean. Keep it very simple. So standard error is the difference between the population mean and the observed mean, isn't it? We have that formula z equals to 1 upon psi x bar standard error into x bar minus mu. right? So that formula is no means that formula gives you x bar and mu. The difference is this known as standard error rule. Okay. To perform the complete enumeration, one would need to examine every item in the population. Means to do some survey. It's that simple. Suppose if I have to do some survey, so will I have to survey each and every element of the of that sample size? Means, suppose if I have been told to find out the average salary in any city, in Delhi, let's say, I have been told to find out the average salary in Delhi. Will I have to take the sample of each and every person in the Delhi? Will I have to go to each and every house in Delhi and ask them, what is your salary? What is this? What is this? Some 5-6 questions. Is it required to do the survey of each and every element? Not required, isn't it? What do we do? What do we do in this? We take some representative samples. We'll take the samples in the 4 corners of the city, isn't it? 4 corners, various corners of the city, or some 10 samples from various corners of the city, and then we'll find out the average salary, right? So to perform the complete enumeration, one would need to examine every item in the population. So that is false. Okay, you need not do the enumeration of each and every item of the or do the survey of each and every element of that sample. Okay. In everyday life, we see many examples of infinite population of physical objects. So do we see them? We see many examples of infinite population of physical objects. Is it true or false? Infinite population. Do you see them? Give me some example. Give me some example of physical objects. Infinite population. Type in the comment section, everyone. Infinite population of physical objects. Okay, I'll give you some examples. Let me see how many of you have written. Yeah. Now let me see. So it is, okay. Can you tell me the number of stars in the sky? These are physical objects. Stars are physical objects. Do you know the number of stars in the sky? No, you don't know. Because they are infinite. Suppose if I give you 1 kg of sugar, 1 kg of sugar, and tell you to count each and every grain of that sugar, each and every grain. Is it possible? Grain, each and every grain. Not possible, isn't it? So these are all physical objects and infinite population. We see many examples. That is true. We see so many examples, right? So that is true over here. Next one. To obtain a theoretical sampling distribution, we consider all the samples of the given size. So see this. To obtain a theoretical sampling distribution. Sampling distribution means what is the total number of samples taken, how the samples are distributed. This comes under the normal curve, bell curve we call it. We consider all the samples of the given size. So do we consider all the samples or no? All the samples, everyone? So the answer is true. Yes, we consider all the samples of the given size. So here, sampling distribution, if you have to take, you have to consider all the samples, whichever sampling you have done. Okay, so the answer is true again. Got it? Let me see how many of you have answered this. Yeah. Next one. Larger samples are always a good idea because they decrease the standard error. So if I have the larger samples, will it decrease my standard error? Yes, they will decrease. Just now we saw it in one of the above questions. As the sample size increases, the standard error will decrease. So does it mean I must always go for larger samples? Is it true? What about the cost? Suppose if I am doing a sample survey of 50 persons versus I am doing the sample survey of 5,000 persons. What will be the cost of 5,000 persons? So it's not always a good idea. That is a false answer. It is not always a good idea because cost considerations are very important. In sampling, cost is very important part. Okay. Now, before going ahead, everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. I gave you the link also. Scan that QR code, okay, and subscribe to this channel immediately. Okay. So in this channel, you are getting all the latest updates from IIBF plus free YouTube series. Right now, what are you watching? You're watching the free YouTube series. So you're getting that also. So that's why subscribe to it. Click on the bell icon immediately. The mean of certain population was 15. Most of the samples we could take from that population would likely have a mean of 15. Is it true? See here, mean of a certain population was 15. So if the mean of certain population, suppose if there is a city and I am having the average salary of that city is 15,000, let's say, okay. So the mean of the samples which I took from all the 5 corners of the city. So will the mean of those samples also be 15 or no? That is, let me see. Okay, let me see first from your side. Are you saying true? It is false. False. Okay. The answer is false over here. Why? Because it's not compulsory that the mean of the sample should be 15 only. I'll give you an example. Suppose I'm having the samples here. I took 4 surveys, let's say 4 corners of the city, and I got the average as, means average of one was 10, second one was 20, okay, third one was 15, and fourth one was, let's say 17, okay, and this I'll make it 8. Suppose if I got these 4 salaries, 8,000, 20,000, 15,000 and 17,000. Now you do the addition of all these. 20 plus 8, 28 plus 15, 33, right? 33, then 43, 43, then this 7, 15, then 60, right? So total I'm getting it as 60 over here. Total is 60. Do the average upon 4. So what am I getting? I'm getting this as 15. So my population mean is coming out as 15, but were all the samples having the mean of 15? No. So it's not compulsory. That is the point I'm stressing. So that is false. The standard error of a sample statistic is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution. So standard error of a sample statistic is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution. That is true. What did I say earlier? Sample standard error is same as the standard deviation. So that is true over here. Okay. True. Whatever this other name for standard deviation is standard error in case of samples. For population, it is standard deviation. Judgment sampling has the disadvantage that it may lose some representativeness of the sample. Judgment sampling. What is judgment sampling? There are 2 types of sampling. One is probability, second is judgment. So judgment sampling has a disadvantage that it may lose some representatives of the sample. That is true. Because judgment is based on the individual judgment. Suppose if I am the judge, I feel something is right, but there may be other things which are out of my purview or out of my thinking, but they may also be right. So that is true over here. Next one. The sampling fraction compares the size of the sample to the size of the population. Now this you must definitely tell me. Let me see. You must definitely tell me this answer. It should be, yeah, sampling fraction compare the size of the sample, size of the sample to the size of the population. So that is, yeah, it is true. That is the meaning of this sampling fraction. Okay, that is true. So now, before going, everyone should join the Sankalpa batch immediately. Because in this batch, we are covering all the numericals, objective questions, case studies for all the compulsory subjects. So join it immediately. Presently, 80% off is going on. 80%. You can join the Mahapack also. In Mahapack, you are getting firstly 80% off. Plus, you are getting double validity. That is the best thing. Okay, in Mahapacks we are covering all the same things. Here, various batches, multiple batches you get it in Mahapack. Let me show you how to join it. Okay, go to Adda 24/7. Okay, see here. Go to Adda 24/7. Hold on. I'll just take it. If you're having the app, I would suggest you to go through the app. In the app, you get the coin systems, which gives you around 1% extra. Okay. So go to Adda 24/7 here. Here we are on Adda 24/7. Click on JIB and CAIIB. Click on CAIIB November. Okay. Click on the Sankalpa batch. Look at this Sankalpa batch. This Sankalpa batch. Okay. English. So here you will see all the details. So importantly, remember the fees is discounted 80% off. You get recorded videos as well, ebooks, tests. Click on these. You will get subject wise and this chapter wise ebooks. Okay. Click on, see this ebooks clicked. Now you will get this subject wise. Click on this subject. You will get chapter wise. Similarly for test series. Okay. So I would suggest you to join immediately. Also, I would suggest you to join the Mahapack. In Mahapack, if you check this Mahapack, see this JIB CAIIB Mahapack. Click on CAIIB Mahapack. Double validity. Okay. So double validity means you buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. You buy for 12 months, you get it for 24 months. Isn't it a huge discount? Plus 80% off. That is obviously there. So what do you get? Again, you get test series, ebooks, videos, online live classes, recorded videos, interactive classes, multiple batches per subject. So join immediately. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be back with another series. Till the time, keep studying and do join the batches ASAP. Okay.